What's up, guys? This is Frank M Tech here. I'm gonna give you the pros and cons on being a mechanic. So let's get this shit started. Hey, what's up, guys? I got into that music real good. I was dancing. I didn't know the camera was on. All right, guys. I'm gonna give you pros and cons of being a mechanic. Bring up a bunch of different stuffs, pros and cons. If you feel like I missed something or I should add something to my list, comment on the bottom. And also, if you like my dancing, definitely comment in the bottom. Good or bad, it's all good. All right, guys. I'm gonna start off with cons. Tell you the truth, it was actually pretty hard to come up with cons because I like being a mechanic. There's not a lot of stuff I don't like being as a mechanic. There are different things I don't like to be or have or go through when I'm a mechanic. So this is my list as a con for being a mechanic. All right, number one on top of my list is pay. We don't get paid enough to be a mechanic. We deal with a lot of shit, guys, and we don't get paid enough to deal with this shit. We work hard, we get dirty, and it's a lot. We should get paid a lot more for being a mechanic, tell you the truth. All right, number two, being dirty. God damn, every time we work on cars, depending on what we do, we get dirty. I don't know if you guys can see, my shirt is a little bit dirty, but that's how it is. Being a mechanic, God, we get dirty like crazy. We're doing the gas tank. We got gas all over us. We smell like gas all day. Depending on what chemicals, what we doing, depending what it is, what we doing. Grease. I hate grease. Axle grease is the worst. I get axle grease all over me. I hate it. I really do, and drives me nuts. Honestly, so that's one of my pet peeves of being a mechanic is being dirty all the time. So when I go home, I want to take a shower, get all that grime and dirt off of me and everything else. All right, number three, a tool bill. Yes, guys, being a mechanic, you're gonna have a huge tool bill. Snap-on, Matco, and Mac. You're gonna have a huge tool bill because you're gonna put it on credit. Most of the time when you buy tools, stuff that you need, especially tools. Not only that, a toolbox. When you buy a toolbox, you're gonna be in it for the longest. God damn, those Snap-on toolboxes are nice, but expensive as hell. I'll tell you. All right, number four. All right, guys. What I don't like is when you tell somebody you're a mechanic and they say, "Oh yeah, you're a body man. You do paint, you do all this stuff." No, I'm not a body man. I'm a mechanic. I work mechanical wise, technical wise, electrical wise. I do all that stuff. I'm a mechanic, not a body man. Even though I did work in a body shop, I was starting to learn how to do body work a while ago, really long time ago. So I hate to get confused from a mechanic to a body man. Definitely not a body man. Another thing that is a con being a mechanic is weather. I'm in Jersey right now, and it's cold as fuck right now. It's probably like 19 degrees outside right now, and it's about what 9:30 right now. I'm working late, as you guys can see. Doing this video, I'm ready to go home. But yeah, it is cold, and working in the cold weather, I don't like cold weather. Even for those guys that don't like the hot weather, it sucks when you're working on the outside under the sun in a car. It really sucks. I like it. I like the hot weather. The cold weather, hell no. But yeah, weather-wise, it sucks. All right, the last con that I say, you can almost say this con is, I say it's half and half. I say more as a pro than a con. Basically, when you tell people you're a mechanic, and they tell you, "Oh, you're a mechanic, I got a problem." The only con I got about that is sometimes I don't want to deal with people's car problems. Tell you the truth, I've been dealing with it all day, you could say, and I just don't want to deal with it at night at a party, enjoying it with my wife, or at a club somewhere, and people tell you they got problems. It kind of, some days I don't want to deal with it. Other days I don't care. Tell me all your problems. The reason why I say this is a pro is I do own a business. When people tell me they have a problem, I take advantage. Not as a bad advantage, but a good advantage on my part, because I do own a business. I do ask them to give me their name and number, or give them my business card and tell them, here, give me a call, we make a schedule, we can figure out what's wrong with your car. And that's actually a pro. If you guys are doing like side work, that's another actually good pro for you guys. You can tell the people, giving your information, and you can get work out of it. So it's more like a pro than a con. So talking about that, let's go into the pros now. All our cons. That's all the cons that I can bring up. Honestly, the truth, I couldn't. This is actually a hard list. To tell you the truth, it was hard to come up with some cons. I can give you pros and cons in another video on business. I can give you a lot of cons on that one. But being a mechanic, not a whole bunch. It was actually a pretty hard list to come up. It took me like at least 2 days to come up with this list. All right, pros. I can tell you I got a lot of good pros. And just being a mechanic, I just love it. That's number one right off the back. I love doing what I'm doing. So that's number one on the pro thing. All right, pro. Being a mechanic, I can tell you this right now, you ain't never gonna be without work. If a shop closed down, or a place fire you, or you always have work, because there's always gonna be cars. You can have side work. You can always find jobs. Like the first part, the con, not getting paid enough, but regardless of anything, you're always gonna have a job. Being a mechanic, there's no limit of being a job. Another pro is, being a mechanic, you can actually make a business being a mechanic. As you can see, I got my own business here. I was a mechanic. I wanted to open up my shop, and boom, 17 years later, I got my own shop. So actually, 15 years. I can't even do the math right now. That's crazy, right? And I'm a mechanic. It's too late today. I tell you guys, you can make a business out of being a mechanic. Do a lot of side work, pick up a lot of customers. Like I was saying, if you tell somebody you're a mechanic and they're looking for somebody, or they have a problem, get all the business you can. And once you open up your business, you got a lot of clientele. It's a bunch of different ways you can start up your business. Being a mechanic is actually pretty easy. So being a businessman is actually pretty hard. Don't confuse being a mechanic, being a businessman is the same thing. It's not. It's actually pretty different. Being a businessman is actually a lot different. So I'll do another video with those. I'm bringing up a lot of freaking ideas for videos. So you guys. All right, another pro. You can work on your car. You can work on your wife or girlfriend's car. You can do anything. And working for a shop is basically, you can get cheap parts. Huge hefty bill that you gotta fork out when it's time to fix your car. Shit, when your motor blows, you guys are mechanics. You can fix it yourself. It costs you half, or if not quarter of the price of fixing your own car, doing the motor. I know it takes time, but hey, that's a great aspect of being a mechanic, that you can fix your own car. You can fix your own motor. You can do the transmission. You can do your brakes, tires. You can do suspension. You can do tune-up. You can do all that stuff. You can do that to your girlfriend's car, your wife's car, your kid's car, your in-laws. You can see what I'm talking about, guys. You can make a business out of this. So it's actually pretty easy. Basically, another pro, but you can actually add this to the beginning, is having enough work. Basically, never having work is definitely not a problem being a mechanic. Another pro is having side work. You can get a lot of side work being a mechanic. There is a lot of people who are still looking for mechanics, or they're fed up with their mechanic. So they'll find people to do side work, and people that don't have enough money look for people to have side work. I can tell you this right now, you can get a lot of side work, a lot of different places. You can, look at that, man. I found another idea. I'm gonna write this down. How to figure out, give you guys tips to how to get side work. I tell you, sometimes I surprise myself sometimes. How to get side work. That's one of the things that's actually pretty easy. And I'll show you one of my ideas of what I used to do. And it was actually pretty cool the way I used to do it. I'll give you a real quick tip. If you're doing side work, don't hesitate. I'll tell you this right now. Don't hesitate. Go to your auto parts store. Over here in Jersey, we got Pep Boys, AutoZone, Advance Auto, and there's an app around me. When I used to do side work, I used to go into them, inside the auto parts store, buy stuff for my customers, talk a little bit with the parts guy, get cool with the parts guy. Used to have little business cards. I used to give them to the parts guy. I told him to write his name on it. write his name on it, and refer a person. If you referred a person that comes to me that he referred, that's $10 for him. I can make 500. He can get $10. That's fine. That's one of the ways you can get side work. There's a lot of ways you can get a bunch of side work. That's basically, you can almost say, marketing or hustling to get your side work done and get some money. Guys, there's a lot of pros. I can keep on going with all these pros. That's why I say it was pretty hard to look for cons for me. I like what I do. I enjoy what I do. And guys, being a mechanic is kind of fun if you like hooking up your cars, upgrading stuff on your car, making it faster, making it lower. I love making my car lower. So, yeah, guys, listen, pros and cons for every type of business or any type of profession. There's always going to be pros and cons. This point, this part of my life, I got more pros than cons of being a mechanic for myself. So I hope this helped you guys to figure out if you guys want to be a mechanic. I hope you guys do. If you do follow me, hope I can help you guys out to be mechanics and better mechanics, basically. Help you do a lot of different things and give you ideas. If I can do that for you guys, that'd be great, you know? So now that we're done with this video, I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna start the other video. How to get side work. Trust me, we can get a lot of side work a lot of different ways. I got like a bunch of tricks. I gave you one already. It's pretty easy. What I used to do, and I used to get a lot of work with that. So guys, if you like my video, like the video, leave a comment and tell me how you like my dancing, how you like the video. Not only that, if I miss any pros or cons, please feel free, leave a comment, subscribe, and guys, peace.